All right. Welcome, my viewers and subscribers, to another week of Mellache TV Analysis Thursdays. I would like to apologize for not for the program not being aired for the past 2 weeks. Yes, circumstances. So we from Mellache TV apologize, but we have a lot of news excitement going on in Domino. So as usual, we have to big up the big man on set, Mr. Andre Haywood, aka C4. Welcome. Welcome, C4.
Yes. Blessings to the Domino world. Greetings.
Yes. And apology for Professor for not being here tonight. He's celebrating. So apology for Professor. All right. As usual, we normally kick off with the dissecting. So we're going to dissect the last matches on last week, Sunday. All right. So first we have Foundation 250 versus Raiders 198. What happened there, C4? Did Raiders throw in the towel?
Well, apparently they were forced over the cliff by Foundation, who are beginning to look like the real deal recently. So Foundation, with the team that they have assembled, are beginning to look like they are in with a shout.
Okay. So Foundation is up, back and running again. All right. But I was expecting a better fight from Raiders though, C4.
Yes. Based on their last results, where they were very competitive actually, just by 1 point to a very good Central team. So you'd have expected that they'd have given a better performance, but um, Foundation is just boiling right now.
Okay. All right. Just to divert a little. With that, um, Raiders versus Central. Um, I know we weren't on for that week, but C4, can you shed some light on what happened in that game, Raiders versus Central? Because I heard there was some mishap or something.
Yes, Central, and Land Raiders. It really has nothing to do with the Central team because they play their hand well, but the referee in charge of the match made some blunder in terms of the countdown situation.
Okay. So it didn't went to count down? Did it went to count
Um,
down?
According to what I'm hearing, he during as the match was about to reach a stage where they'll be countdown, he changed the rules to say that because of the situations with the curfew, there will be no countdown. Instead, there will be sudden down. And in his sudden death countdown, he ran a tango web, did not apply the sudden death rule the proper way. So, it had 4 tables with one team needed 2 games, and the other team needed a game. So it created a lot of problems. And so there was a chance though for players to hold games to allow the others to win. Which, if it was a sudden death countdown case, all tables would have finished and the match would have been finished with all teams playing 1 games each, and then there will be no case of holding.
So I'm trying to understand. So that means one game leave, I have more than one table playing?
Yes, 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 yes. That was apparently the case. So the Dan Raiders were arguing that their tables were held and Central tables were allowed to continue, and then Central got home.
But is that allowed, though, C4? Is that allowed? Can a
Well, the
referee can
rules
just
the rules
change the rules
state
for
that
that?
the rules state that there should be countdown, and once it's written that it should be countdown, there's no way the referee can change it unless the teams agree to it that it will be sudden death. And Land Raiders did not agree to sudden death, so they're definitely a breach of the rules right there by the referee.
Oh, okay. So, what can happen in a case like that, though, Professor C4? Cannot what the the final score stands, or they can appeal, or what? What can happen? Or can the referee be
Well,
reprimanded or something?
they had I believe 48 hours for appeal. So if that was not done, then that will stand.
Okay. All right. Moving on. We have Classic 250 versus Passage Fort 194. What happened there now? C4. Was that
As
expected?
expected, yes, a complete walk in the park.
Okay. All right. Yes, I think that was expected. All right, moving on. Mechanical 250 versus Village Links 210.
Well, that's a big victory there for Mechanical. They're asserting themselves properly now, and that's six straight wins now for Mechanical.
Okay. So Village Links didn't put up much of a fight there. I was expecting
No,
better
they're
from
they're,
Village
they're not
Links.
they're not applying themselves as one would have expected.
Okay. All right. Right Stuff 250. Very good matchup. Chergon 241. Chergon got a point. But was that expected for Right Stuff to win?
Well, um, Right Stuff are one of the favorites to make a top eight. I've not seen a season where Right Stuff had run into any difficulties in making the top eight. So they're very consistent comes to navigating their way around to get to the top eight. So this is a match. They probably had written down that they should get the points, and they duly obliged. However, Chergans made a strong late rally, but they gave themselves too much to do because at one point, Rice Up was leading in the 30s.
Okay. So Chergon, they fought back.
Yeah, fought back strongly.
Okay. All right. Another exciting match: Bull Bay 250 versus Central 222. Was that expected?
Well, this was the feature match on the day, and one would expect that to have been a closer encounter because Central unbeaten, will be unbeaten. Central, the runners up in the town league against the third place finisher, Bull Bay. One would expect that it would have been a nail biting finish, but in the end, it was anticlimactic with Bull Bay pulling away effortlessly in the end. And they're setting their stars out for a big challenge this season. So let's see what will happen. That is 7 straight victories, 7 from 7 for the Bull Bay team.
Bull Bay. Okay. Yes. Miss Silbert, big up yourself, Miss Silbert. Welcome. Well, boss, big up. Six bars in the house. Yeah, man. Bless up Six bars. All right. Rooftop. Rooftop. 250 versus Masterpiece 224. Rooftop is really getting rough, man. C4.
Yes, Rooftop. With the contingent from the West, they are expressing themselves, and I am one that is very proud of the way that they have came into this competition by choosing to team up with a team that is not in the elite, because whatever you find that the players from the West comes to town, they are normally marginalized, and so finding a team that would give you game time would allow these players to express themselves, and they are showing their worth, and they're expressing themselves. So Rooftop is making a nuisance of themselves in this competition. So look out for some good performances, and Masterpiece were just blown away.
Yes. So Rooftop, rough up the Masterpiece. All right. Correctional 250. Memory Lane 238. Was that expected also?
Well, Memory Lane came close to their first points of the season, and that was a gallant effort. So let's see if they're actually pulling their horses together to give a better account in other matches. But Correctional don't really do too well on the road. They are very strong at home. So probably hence the reason why the score is so close. But Correctional, they are the flying the ointment in this season's competition, the surprise team. Because if you look around, they're probably the only team one would not expect to be the shake-up that is actually there. So they are doing well, and another victory.
So Memory Lane is what? 0 from 7.
Yes, without a point. Only team.
All right. Memory Lane is really having it rough for this season around. All right, moving on. Links 250. Nuggerhead 214. What you have to say about that?
Well, this was supposed to be the secondary feature, where you have two very good teams that have only lost a game each before, and Links are, as always, at the upper in this picture. And Nago Edu was trying to change that with now that they have some influx of new players. However, the results remain the same, a Links victory.
Okay. All right. Tommy. I wonder if Tommy is on. What happened, Tommy? All right. Moving on. So what's up? 250 versus 40 International 241. Wait. Fort really put up a fight this time around, man. What happened now? They didn't want
Well,
So what's up to win?
yours truly had hinted from during the week that Fourth International would be turning up very strong to face Soursop. That was through the grapevine. And believe it, they came with their full squad for the season. And hence the fight that took place, they at one point were 18 points to the good of Soursop, but Soursop dug in, fought back, and assumed the ascendancy later on, and obliged. But if Fourth International can turn up with this team in other matches, I'm telling you, they can seriously factor for a place in the bottom rung of the top eight.
So what really happened for Fort International? all the players turn up now playing against Soursop?
Well, that is that is something the only they can answer. You know, they probably have turned
Some
the corner in
rivalry
terms
or
of putting
something?
their team together. You know, I heard that the meeting was kept, and you know the team is back on track. So we love to
Uh,
see the next game to see if it is what was actually because they were playing so up why they turned up so strong.
it's Soursop versus Fort, or should I say C4 versus Sansan? Well, Fort International, they got another point, right? But they
Yes,
only
yes,
won
yes,
out of the 7, they only won one game, right?
yes, yes, yes,
They won by 1 point that one game.
yes against Passage Foot.
Yes. So with a team like this, let's see what's happening in the future. Huh?
Yes.
All right. We have come to the end of the dissecting round segment. Venice Benton or Benton. Yes, good night. Welcome. Yes, so moving on. So moving on to the standings. So in first place, 7 from 7, we have Bull Bay with an aggregate of 465. And Classic also on 7 points.
And just to remind you that this is not the official standings because
Okay,
there's a lot of discrepancies in terms of the aggregate scores for the teams because Mr. Mina seems not to be getting it right.
okay. All right. So you heard it. It is not official. But Links on Links won 7 games.
No, Lynx has lost that game.
So Links supposed to be on 6, supposed to win 6 games.
6 games, yeah.
Okay. They're on 24 points. So Mechanical. But this is say Mechanical won 7 games too. Oh, they played 7. Okay.
For playing 7, yeah.
So they played 7. They're on 24 points. Soursop on 21 points. And in 6th place, you have Central on 20 points. Central have a game in hand, right?
Yes, yes, I gave it on.
All right. Now go ahead. In 7th place on 20 points, you have Right Stuff in 8th place with a game in hand also on 20 points. I have Foundation on 16 points in 9th place. Correctional on 16 points also. So Foundation aggregate is 42 in 9th place. And correctional aggregate is 9 plus 9 in 10th place. Then you have Cherry Garden in 11th place. Then you have Passage 14, 9th place. In Passage 14, 12th place, sorry, with 9 points. Then you have Rooftop in 13th place with 8 points. Then you have Fort International on in 14th place. So Fort International, they get 3 points. 3 single point out of a game. They get a point out of 3 games. C4.
Yes, yes, yes. They are playing very well in terms of competing.
Okay. Although their aggregate is minus 341. All right, Village Links in 15th place with 5 points. Land Raiders in 16th place with 2 points. Masterpiece in 17th place and 1 point. And Memory Lane in 18th place with no point. So that's the standings.
Yes, and I want to dig up all the regular listeners and viewers that participate in the program. Yes, so dig up to Six Bars, Venice Beton, Danet Eberts, World Boss, that is the fake World Boss from from Central, and Predict Mercado, all of the participants that participate, yes, just big up and continue to spread the word.
Yes. So Venice is having a little humor here. C4. C4 playing very well. Think not. Venice dropping the words on your C4.
Yeah, man. And to V.
All right. So moving on to the prediction segment now. And listen, the first person to guess the 9 winners for Sunday coming will receive $1,000 credit of their choice. Yes. So the first person to send in their predictions. So Miss V said, love my Andre to the moon, I'm back. All right, Miss V. All right, so the first person to predict the 9 winners for Sunday coming will receive $1,000 credit of their choice. All right, so moving on to the prediction segment now. So the feature match for this one is what? Lynx versus Right Stuff. That's the feature match.
Yes.
All right, so we'll leave the feature match for last. So moving on, we have Masterpiece versus Fort International. What is your input on that?
Well, it's an opportunity for Fort International to start bubbling up some points as they have played most of the strong teams. So it's an opportunity for them to get their confidence back, and I see them winning this comfortable because Masterpiece has been the worst Masterpiece this season.
Okay. All right, so you heard it. Masterpiece Fort versus Fort International. So Fort International get their second point of the season. All right. So moving on, we have Village Links versus Fletcher's Land Raiders. A good matchup. C4.
Yes. Village Links coming off back-to-back hammering. Their last 2 matches, they were hammered really badly by Soursop and then by Foundation. So, they would want to spin things around. And this is also an opportunity for them to do so. Where they play now? Fletcher's Land?
Yes, Village Links versus Fletcher's Land Raiders.
Yes. So this is an opportunity for them against the new team. However, if Fletcher's Land can reproduce that effort central, then the match could be a very interesting one. So this is a match, that could have an upset in it. So for those that are looking to get that credit, just be careful of this fixture.
There could be an upset here.
Yes.
All right, so you give this one to Village Links, right?
Yes, I'm giving the Village Links the edge. Only based on past performances and the fact that they have the ammunition, if the ammunition is focused and turn up.
Okay, what this season, I'm not really seeing Village Links in the limelight this season.
Well, they have one of their talisman um, moving moving over to Cherry Gardens. That is Joseph. No, sorry. I think I should say that Joseph has migrated. Sorry, he left from Cherry Gardens to Village Lincoln has migrated. So and one of their players that they acquired through the transfer window, Balatich, has gone over to Mechanical. So they are a bit weak.
Okay. All right. Next we have on the chart we have Passage Fort versus Nago's Head.
Well, a chance for Nagoet to bounce back from that hammering from Lynx. Passage Fort, since their um, win has not really threatened to win a match. So this could be over from a long way out. Now Ed should comfortably dispatch Passage Fort.
Okay. All right. Moving on. Rooftop versus Memory Lane. Will Memory Lane get the first point here?
Well, based on the last performance of Memory Lane, if Rooftop should take them lightly, then you could also see a massive upset again. Not really massive upset because Rooftop is a new team, a relatively new team, and this Memory Lane team has some seasoned campaigner, especially with Rasta Aital, who has been playing well. So if he gets some assistance in this match, I believe that if Rooftop don't turn up with the menace that they have been displaying throughout the season, then it could be the first points on the board for Memory Lane. But it's Rooftop game to lose, definitely. They are one of the entertainers of the league.
So you're giving this one to who?
Yes, man, Rooftop.
Rooftop. Okay. So Ital, you're going to need help, Ital, for this one. All right. Bull Bay versus Cherry Garden.
Yes, and I flying Bull Bay 7 from 7 and looking ominous. They have also won a couple feature matches to boot. So you know that they're not just beating the minnows, they are actually beating good teams along the way. And this Bull Bay team should have little fear from Cherry Gardens team that has not been at their best this season. So, I expect that Bull Bay should get the better of Cherry Gardens. But let me tell you, Cherry Gardens is a very enigmatic team. They have the players that can hurt any team. But I don't know what is happening. You have the Bounty, you have the Jigsaw, you have the Teacher Pang. They have a lot of talent. But I don't know what is happening over by Cherry Gardens. But they will be fully examined by Bull Bay.
Okay. Fruity Johnson. Bull Bay is coming. All right. And Bull Bay, they're having what? This is another home match for them. All right. So next we have Correctional Service versus Soasap. I have to say about that match, C4.
Yeah, this match is also a tricky affair. And those that are looking to credit, they must be careful because as I continue to stress that Correctional seems like the team that could spoil the fun for one or two of the big boys in terms of a top 8 spot. So, and they are very strong at home. So Soasap visiting is not a complete shoo-in, even though I expect Soasap to win. So this match is a tricky affair.
Okay. All right. So Mr. Bird sending their prediction already. All right. So moving on. Another good matchup. Foundation versus Mechanical Strikers. Another good
Uh,
matchup.
Mechanical Strikers versus.
Foundation versus
Oh,
Mechanical Strikers.
yes, yes, yes. This is a key match because this will show you the true direction to where Foundation is going. They have lost some games that have really set them back. They lost against Soursop. They lost against Nago Ed. Now to lose against Mechanical, this would be a serious hammer blow to their also making the top eight.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is like a D-Day sort of match for Foundation.
Okay. So we're giving this one to C4.
Win streak, looking for the seventh win on the bones. So they are very confident and they should be more playing more freely than Foundation, and probably that could have an impact on where the points go. But with the talent that Foundation have and the recent results, I am giving them the edge. However, this Mechanical team is not a team to be taken lightly.
Also giving Foundation the edge.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Maki. Yeah, here, Maki. Foundation the edge. All right. Moving on. Central United versus Caribbean Classic.
Yes, this had everything to be a feature match because even though Central lost their match against Bull Bay, we had expected that they would have done better, you know. But no, they are going to face Caribbean Classic, and this is a core team of the South team that's won the title, beating them in the final. So they will want to exact revenge in the preliminary round. And I just don't see Central having that complete edge just now. As based on how I've seen this team on paper and what I know that they have, you know, I believe that the addition of a couple of the overseas based player would define the real Central. So I'm expecting a easy day in the park for Caribbean Classic.
Okay. Yes, Jeremy, I think he did mention that. But he's just said he's giving Foundation the edge. Right. C4. What Jeremy comes to
Yes,
say.
yes, I did mention that Mechanical is very dangerous and
Yes,
they're
he
looking for
did.
the seventh win on the bones. But I have to pick a winner. So, I'm just giving Mechanical, they're just giving Foundation a slight
Foundation.
edge to the fact that they are one of the most talked about team because of who they have recruited this season with the likes of Carl Price and Juju and Foley heading over to Fraser's content. You know, they have the firepower to beat any team. So with their recent victories, I'm just thinking that they are beginning to gel and could be a more dangerous team than the team that was playing in the previous matches earlier.
Yes. All right. So moving along to the feature match. So we have Links United versus Right Stuff, right at Links Ground, the side. I'm sorry about that, C4.
Yes, both teams have lost a match this season. Right stuff were taken out by Bull Bay, whereas Links United were defeated by Caribbean Classic. And both teams will be looking for a top two, top three finish. to avoid Caribbean Classic in the semi-final. So, there's plenty riding on it in terms of positioning. And so this game is a key game in terms of where the team might finish. And Leeds United, they they, 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 they have the upper hand in this fixture, but there are moments where Rice Stuff came out on top. So, Rice Stuff will feel that, they can get the job done. Uh, I have not seen that cutting edge Rice Stuff as last season in the preliminary rounds. And so I'm going to give Links United the edge in this one because I'm not seeing the right stuff looking too dangerous.
Okay. So you're not seeing right stuff like the same right stuff last season.
Yes, yeah. I'm not seeing the right stuff that won 18
That
or with that one what much game they won?
you're not
I
seeing
think
that
they won
venom.
17 or 18 matches last season in the preliminary round. I'm not seeing that right stuff yet.
I think
So
that was
I'll just continue
19.
to watch.
It was 19.
They
Yes.
only lost one match during the preliminary round in the town league.
Oh, okay. All right. So remember, my viewers, subscribers, remember to click like on the video. Yes. And also send in your prediction. So Bobby Six sending his prediction there. Professor would have said him get one wrong. So Bobby Six sending his prediction. So remember, send in your prediction, my viewers, and see if you can win yourself $1,000 credit of your choice. All right. We have come to the end of another program. But before we go, any new business C4?
Yes. So, plenty dominoes. There's a four table tournament in the West where they had a 100 sprint that began at 8 o'clock. And there's a couple of matches that played, but they have rolled back the time now to 7 o'clock for the teams to begin because the competition was finishing too late after 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. So they have rolled back the time to 7 o'clock and they have cut back from 100 to 80. And so there should be matches on tonight where Clarksley and Shellers is playing Wakefield, and there's a Peace and Love A team that is playing Unity. And they also you have the Sansan League that is on a break on Wednesdays. So that is why this Mellache TV program is on Wednesdays now for the viewers that are wondering what is happening. So the Sansan League kicked off with matches on Monday and Tuesday. We had exciting matches. The much talked about Stress Assassins being turned over by an unpredictable team from Johns Road. And the Caribbean Classic core team that calls themselves the Chosen Warriors made their debut in the tournament in an emphatic fashion, beating Spartan Raiders by 19 points. And yesterday, there was also some exciting matches where Mechanical Strikers squeezed home by a single point, defeating the classic B team that goes by the name of Gladiators. That was a nail-biting finish. And there was also a victory for a team by the name of United. They defeated 85 Strikers by 6 points. Carl Price doing the damage, and he's also the leader so far in terms of runs getting. And the competition will resume tomorrow with some matches tomorrow and Friday. So it's all systems go. There's domino everywhere. So you will just choose your buckle.
So, Sifak, could you just shed some light on what happened on the launch and the shootout, 21 shootout?
Well, the 21 shootout that happened, so some turning victories because Pinky defeating Princess 21-12 was, you know, was never was really a huge upset because she has just started playing the dominoes. So nobody expected that, she would win, and to be winning so big was also a big surprise. And then the veteran Olive, she turned back the hands of time and showed some true class, scene of Dean by 21 games to 18. Dean making a late rally in the end. And in the main section, there was an easy victory for Balatich over Wheezy. That was that one finished very quickly. And the big one saw Six Boss prevailing over World Boss. That was a, a massive victory because World Boss was a huge favorite. But Six Boss made a lot of talks and he backed them. So, as the words on the street is saying, Six Boss runs the place.
Yes, so Miss V is bigging up Bobby Six. A very hearty congratulations to my chosen player, the one and original Bobby Six of Links Elite and Crystal Kings. Big up Six Boss himself. Now look at time, short space of time. Six Boss has so much side to play for. Wait. Yeah, travel man. Name the all about Six Boss. Yeah, man, good win over the boss himself. World boss.
Yes, that was the third straight loss in a shootout for World Boss. After beating Curtis in his first shootout, he actually lost back to Curtis, then lost to Billy, and now losing to Six Boss. So, Bobby Boss is not doing so well in terms of the shootouts against the Eastern players.
Yes. So that means Six Boss is the real boss then. C4.
Yes, Six Boss runs the place.
Runs the place, the real boss. Bobby Six, the name they all over the world. Yes, man. All right. So we have come to the end. And thanks for viewing, my viewers and subscribers. And remember, if you don't subscribe as yet, please do so. And remember to click like on the video. And thanks, sir, for being here. C4. Big up yourself.
Yes. My pleasure all the time. It's domino business. It's our business.
Yes. And Stephanie, just just joining us, Steph. All right, big up yourself, Stephanie.
Yes, man, and big up to my auntie. That's my auntie here. Yeah, so big up to Miss V, and big up to the young prodigy. Steph, give me your money. Def.
Give me your money. All right. See you guys next week.